The story of Haldiram, from a small shop in Bikaner to a global snack empire. The darkness of the morning had not fully lifted yet. In a narrow lane of Bikaner, a cauldron had already been set up, the oil was hot, and a boy, amidst the aroma of bhujia, was thinking of something that even his family found strange. The shop was small, customers were limited, and there were many people selling bhujia in the market. But a question arose repeatedly in that boy's mind: if everyone is selling the same thing, why will people come to me? This very question later turned into a story where bhujia did not remain just a snack. It became an identity, it became a memory, and then it became such a brand whose packets reached the shelves of many countries across the world. But the real mystery is, what did a small Namkeen shop do so differently that thousands of shops could not? Was the secret just the taste, or was there a hidden formula of business behind it? The story of Haldiram does not start from a big factory. It starts from Bikaner, where the desert air, local spices, and the taste of bhujia were already a part of people's lives. Many popular stories connect this journey to lessons and early experiences around 1918, while official timelines consider 1937 as the beginning of the small Namkeen shop in Bikaner. At the center of this story was Ganga Bishan Agrawal, whom people affectionately called Haldiramji. The name was simple, the shop was ordinary, but the thinking was running ahead of its time. In that era, bhujia was available in Bikaner, but it often seemed thick, ordinary, and everyday. Customers ate it, but they were not crazy for any single shop. Haldiram caught this very gap first. He understood that to make a place in the market, just being present is not enough. Looking different and giving a different taste is necessary. He started making changes to the recipe. Instead of relying completely on besan, he used a local ingredient like moth dal, which gave the bhujia a distinct crispness and identity. Then he made the bhujia even finer. This small change was minor in appearance, but it was making a big difference in the eater's experience. There was lightness and sharp taste in every bite. Now the product was different, but just the product being different is not enough. It needs a name, it needs a story, and it needs a reason for which people try it for the first time. Right here, Haldiram played a master stroke. Connecting his special bhujia to Maharaja Dungar Singh of Bikaner, he gave it a name like 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻, which added royal curiosity to the product. Where ordinary bhujia was selling cheap, Haldiram kept the price of his superior bhujia higher. This was a risk, because in a poor market, an expensive product could easily be rejected. But here the story flipped. People did not consider the price a weakness, but a signal of quality. They felt that this was not that ordinary bhujia, it was something special. This was the first big business lesson. The cheapest does not win in every market. Sometimes the product that gives more trust, more taste and more story becomes the premium. But being famous in the lanes of Bikaner and making an identity across the country were two different things. The real test began when the direction of the family and business started to change. With time, different branches of the family expanded work into different cities. This expansion was not easy, because every new city brings a new taste, a new customer, and new competition. Kolkata became a major milestone in this journey. The Marwari trading community, a large population and a market open to adopting new tastes were present there. Bikaneri Bhujia found a new audience here. Imagine, a spicy, crisp snack of Rajasthan reaches a city in Bengal. Language different, food different, habits different. Yet people started liking it because taste cut down the distance. Kolkata gave Haldiram the confidence that this product was not just a local thing of Bikaner. If delivered in the right way, it could make a place in different cities. Then came the chapter of Nagpur. Around 1970, Shiv Kishan Agrawal strengthened the base in Nagpur. From here, Haldiram started moving towards production and scale in a more organized manner. Setting up a factory at that time was not just a big step, it was also a big fear. Because while changing a handmade thing into machine and process, the biggest threat was, lest the taste gets spoiled. Right here, Haldiram struck a difficult balance. Scale had to be increased, but the home-like taste had to be saved. This very balance later became the biggest strength of the brand. Then Delhi gave this story a national stage. Around 1982, a shop opened in Delhi, and the capital's market gave Haldiram the visibility of the entire North India. Delhi was not just a city, it was a testing ground. There were tourists, there were traders, there were families, there were office workers, and there were people of every taste. If the brand stayed here, a major path could open up. Haldiram did not sell just bhujia here. The range expanded to sweets, namkeen, kaju katli, rasgulla, samosa, and later even meals. Customers came for one item and went away carrying many things. But the real revolution lay hidden in the packaging. When a lot of namkeen was sold in open boxes, Haldiram focused on sealed packets and better presentation. This changed two things. First, the product looked more hygienic and trustworthy. Second, its shelf life and travel value increased. Now Bhujia could go along even outside the home. A packet took Haldiram out of the shop. Even without coming to the sweet shop, customers started carrying the brand to grocery stores, travel bags and relatives' homes. This was the very moment where Haldiram did not remain just a shop. It started becoming a packaged food brand, and to win in packaged food, along with taste, a supply chain is also needed. Different branches of the family expanded in their own ways in territories like Delhi, Nagpur and Kolkata. Many times this structure became a strength and also a complexity. The brand kept growing bigger, but the family business kept running in different parts. To an outsider looking in, one name was visible. From the inside, it was a story of many branches and separate operations. Yet for the customer, one thing was clear: if Haldiram was written on the packet, the taste would be familiar. This very familiarity is the greatest asset of any food brand. Gradually, the product range grew so much that Haldiram did not remain just a Bhujia brand. Its spread started showing in namkeen, sweets, ready-to-eat food, bakery, beverages, dairy and frozen items. Distribution gave the real speed to this story. From the malls of big cities to small grocery shops, Haldiram's small packets started reaching. Even the 5 to 10 rupee pack became an ambassador of the brand. The power of small packets is underrated. They give a trial to a new customer, make them taste the flavor for less money, and make the brand's entry easy into rural and semi-urban markets. Then restaurants made the game even bigger. Haldiram created spaces where families could eat chaat, chole bhature, dosa, sweets and snacks in a clean environment. This was not just a restaurant. It became a safe option for an Indian family outing, where there was something or the other present for everyone, from grandparents to children. Meanwhile, the brand started moving out of India. According to official legacy pages, the USA was among the early export markets where the Indian diaspora wanted the taste of home. For Indians living abroad, a packet of Haldiram was not just a snack. It carried along the memory of festivals, home, railway stations, weddings and evening tea. This very emotional connection became the invisible fuel of global expansion. When a non-resident Indian bought Bhujia abroad, they bought not just food, but a small part of their roots. According to recent business reports, Haldiram Snacks food is stated to be associated with operations and exports in about 100 countries. Meaning, the Bhujia of Bikaner had now reached global grocery shelves. But there is another surprise here. For a long time, Haldiram made a place in every household even without relying on aggressive celebrity advertising. Its biggest advertisement was its own taste and availability. When a brand enters homes without much noise, it means that distribution and repeat purchases are strong. People are buying not once but repeatedly. The Indian snack market was also changing during this very time. From open namkeen to packaged snacks, from local shops to supermarkets and then up to quick commerce, the entire industry was going into a new era. Haldiram did not just watch this change, it made a place in it. It enclosed tradition in a packet, but made it so modern that new age retail could sell it easily. The greatest hidden truth is this: the success of Haldiram is a story of scaling trust, not just Bhujia. Making a taste is difficult, but repeating that same taste in crores of packets is even more difficult. In the food business, even one bad batch can hurt the brand. Therefore, control over quality, hygiene, sourcing, packaging and process becomes the backbone of any big snack empire. But there were challenges in the story too. Discussion of family branches and legal disputes regarding the Haldiram name went on for years in the business world. The more valuable a big brand is, the more the conflict over the name grows. Then a big turning point came in 2025. According to reports, the Delhi and Nagpur branches completed a merger to create a large unified snacking company as Haldiram Snacks Food Private Limited. At this very time, the interest of global investors also intensified. Deals connected with investors like Temasek and Alpha Wave brought Haldiram's valuation into discussion around roughly $10 billion. In 2026, the Competition Commission of India approved the proposed shareholding acquisition in Haldiram Snacks Food by L. Catterton India Fund. This was an indication that the story had now become big even in the eyes of global capital. Think about it. A business whose Bhujia people once bought in paisa per kilo is now involved in billion-dollar valuation talks. This is the real drama of scale. Investors did not see just nostalgia in Haldiram. They saw a major opportunity in Indian consumption, packaged foods, ethnic snacks, distribution networks, and the rising middle class. Because in India, snacks are an emotion and also a habit. Namkeen with tea, sweets with a guest, a packet during travel, a gift on a festival, there is repeat consumption everywhere. Haldiram turned this very habit into a brand. It gave the Indian taste a form that could be stored, sent, gifted and sold to the world. Bikaneri Bhujia got geographical indication registration in 2010, which shows that it is not just a snack, it is a part of Rajasthan's food heritage. Haldiram took this very heritage to the mass market. A very deep point is hidden here. If a local taste finds the right packaging, process and distribution, it does not remain regional. It can become a national and then a global identity. The first lesson of Haldiram is differentiation. If everything is the same in the market, a small recipe, texture, name or experience can also change your fortune. The second lesson is premium positioning. Haldiram did not gather a crowd just by selling cheap. It built such a trust with taste and quality that the customer began to consider even a higher price correct. Third lesson is timing. When packaged foods and modern retail were growing in India, Haldiram placed itself on that wave with sealed packets, a wider range and reliable supply. The fourth lesson is that both emotion and system are needed in a family business. A brand does not run just on tradition, and taste is not saved just by a corporate system. A combination of both is difficult, but right here lies the victory. Now a new test stands before Haldiram. Health-conscious customers, low-oil snacks, global competition, quick commerce, frozen foods and the changing preferences of the young generation, all these will force the brand to change again. But perhaps the real strength of Haldiram has been not to fear change. It traveled from thick bhujia to fine bhujia, from open sales to packets, from a shop to a restaurant and from India to global shelves. Today when a child opens a packet of Haldiram, they probably do not know the story of Ganga, Bishan, Agrawal. They only feel the crisp sound, the aroma of spice, and the familiar taste. But behind that same packet lies hidden the lane of Bikaner, the hard work of the family, the experiment of the recipe, the decision of packaging, the discipline of factories, and the ambition of generations. This is the greatest insight of this story. A big empire does not always start with a big thing. Sometimes it starts with a small cauldron, a different taste, and a restless question. And that question was, if everyone is selling the same thing, why will people come to me? Haldiram gave the answer to this not with words but with taste. Perhaps for this reason, that small namkeen shop of Bikaner is alive even today in every packet. The only difference is that previously the customer came to the shop, now Haldiram reaches the customer in every corner of the world.
If this video has taught you something new, or if you feel this information should reach more people, don't forget to like and share the video. Your small share can become valuable and useful information for someone else. If you have any questions related to this topic, or if you would like to share your opinion with us, be sure to write in the comment box. We read every question and suggestion from you, because your feedback inspires us to create better content. And if you want to keep receiving such interesting and reliable information about business, the economy, and the world in the future, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel GRT Business and also press the bell icon so that you get notifications of every new video directly. At GRT Business, we always strive to provide you with accurate, balanced, and reliable information. Our news and analysis are prepared based on information obtained from various news agencies, public sources, and public opinion. We make every effort to verify and validate each fact as much as possible, but in case of any possible error or dispute, the responsibility lies with the respective sources. Our only aim is to present you with a correct and trustworthy perspective so that you can understand any topic better.